frame to report an issue. Their order will not be eligible for replacement. I apologize. Your order is out of the time frame to report an issue, and I will not be able to request a replacement. Ask the caller to hold while you conference with Tier 2. I'm sorry you received the wrong items. Please hold while I contact a specialist for further assistance, and then follow the transfer to Tier 2 process.
Yeah, and you don't have to read that part. We know that we've heard that quite a bit, so I'll save that. Great job, though. Thank you. All right, and then we've got wrong order received. Caesar, did you want to read that one?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, 10.9, wrong order received. Process. On tier 1, determine which order the member is referencing. 2, locate the order in transaction history. 3, determine if the order was placed less than 60 days from today's date. If yes, continue to the next step. If no, empathize and inform the member that the order was placed outside of the time frame to report an issue. Their order will not be eligible for replacement. I apologize for your order. I apologize, your order is out of time frame to report an issue, and I will not be able to request a replacement. 4, ask the caller to hold while you conference with the tier 2. I'm sorry you received an incorrect order. Please hold while I contact a specialist for further assistance. 5, conference with tier 2. It is important, always follow proper transfer conference procedures. Reference those if needed. Do not bring the caller on the line with tier 2 until all information has been shared and discussed with the tier 2 specialist.
Great job. Thank you. And then we've got our last one, and we're just going to read the process here. This one is the product recall. So yeah, it's just from the process down to, yeah, it's not too much here. Melissa.
Okie dokie. All right, so product recall. Okay, key information. Orders fulfilled by Optum Personal Care Benefits are not eligible for a return or refund for all the people in the back. So a request for a replacement order can be submitted. Members do not have a time limit within which to report a recall product. Product recalls. So for example, we have a product, Jerry Care Farm Artificial Tears Drops, 5 ounces. Date of potential impact from November 1st, 21 until June 22nd of 2023. The process for a product recall, Tier 1, determine if a recall has been issued for the product using the chart in key information. For example, you would say, what is the name of the product? If yes, the product is listed, continue to next step. No, product is not listed, inform the member that we do not have a recall issued for that product. You would say, I apologize, that item is not eligible for replacement as we do not have a recall documented. Step 2. Determine if the product was ordered during the time of potential impact using the chart in key information. For example, can I ask when you ordered that product? Then you would find out either yes, the product was ordered during the dates of potential impact, then you would continue to next step. If it was no, product was ordered outside of the dates of potential impact, then you would inform the member that we do not have a recall issued for that product. You would say, I apologize, that item is not eligible for replacement as it is not part of the recall. Side note, it is possible that the recalled product was on an order prior to when this member started this plan, so we may not have an order on file for the product. Members can report a recalled product from any order fulfilled by Optum Personal Care Benefits or First Line Benefits. Step 3. Ask the caller to hold while you conference with Tier 2. You can say, I'm sorry you received an incorrect order. Please hold while I contact a specialist for further assistance. Step 4. Conference with Tier 2. See transfers or conference. Important. Always follow proper transfer conference procedures. See transfer conference. Do not bring the caller on the line with Tier 2 until all the information has been shared and discussed with the Tier 2 specialist. And then tier 2 only process, of course. That's it.
Thank you. Great job. Some of y'all are like way better at reading than I am. Just saying, y'all show me up, but you guys did great. I appreciate it. All right. So that's the last one we have to read. Thank goodness, guys, we got through it. So we learned about Walmart orders. We've learned about OPC orders. We're going to start moving away from that just a little bit. But before we do, I did want to look at another tab in CRM. And this tab allows us to view eligible products without placing an order. Before I move on, I just want to check in with Tammy. Did you have a question?
Yes. How do you find out if there is a recall? Where do you go search that at?
Yeah, so the product recalls, so orders fulfilled or request for replacement order can be submitted. Members do not have a limit within report. So using the chart and key information. Yeah, that's a good question.
And I want to thank everybody for reading.
Let me see. I think that there's an additional, because it does talk about what to do, but OPC, wait. 10.10, that's the page. Yeah. And this is for tier 2.
So how do we know?
Yeah, it really doesn't give us a specific location either, because that's for tier 2. Orders or requests for can be submitted. Members do not have time limit within. And this is just an example. Let me reach out and ask.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for reading.
Naomi?
Yes, I have a question that you or possibly people that have worked this job before can answer. What are the hold times like when we're transferring to tier 2 or to Walmart? Are they pretty quick about answering, or are we on hold long time with the customers trying to warm transfer, or do you know?
Yeah, so for me, I haven't had experience with that. I don't know if that's maybe part of the phone training. Adrian, do you maybe have experience dealing with that before? Oh, maybe not. So you're basically just wanting to know, like, is it a long time that you have to sit and wait to be during a transfer?
Yeah,
Because it is a warm transfer.
right, it's a warm transfer, so I imagine we probably have to, there's numbers involved, like, you guys track our numbers and things like that, possibly, or no. But, if we're sitting on hold to warm transfer, is it like a long time? Because we don't just we don't just cold transfer. At some
Yeah.
point, if we're on hold for like 10 minutes, we're not just going to like drop them in because we're tired of waiting. So, that's why I was wondering if anybody that's worked this job before knows, does it get busy during a certain time, or, would anybody
Yeah.
know? Mhm.
I can ask about that. I don't think like Kip discussed that at all.
Mhm.
Unless, like I said, it's in the Max phones section of it. But I can ask and see what that might look like. See if I can get an answer back from the client on that.
Well, it'd be nice. I just, I've worked in call centers. And
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Tammy.
I know yesterday in class they said we shouldn't leave them on hold longer than 2 minutes. And if we was on the line with tier 2, then we needed to ask them to hold to go back and tell them that we needed a little bit longer time and we'd be back with them shortly.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you definitely don't want to leave them on hold for longer than 2 minutes at a time. So that does make sense. I'm still kind of a little baffled about this product recall. Akila?
Yes, when I did work the campaign last year, when you transfer when you're on a warm transfer to tier two, it was usually tier two usually picks up pretty fast. Now the wait times with Walmart vary.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that insight. That's helpful. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get some more information on that product recall stuff because Kip doesn't give me the best information of like where we physically go to track that. So I've got a screenshot of this to see if we can get some more information follow up on that. So yeah, I will let you guys know if I hear something back. If not, if I don't hear something by today, then I'll ask for them to put something in Kip that's a little more clearer for us to know exactly what we're doing for product recalls. I think that was a really good call out. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, so before we move on, we're going to discuss a tab in CRM that allows us to view eligible products without placing orders. So, again, if somebody calls in and they just want to know what type of specific product, if they could purchase a specific product, if it's approved product like an OTC, it could be a very specific brand or type of product, whatever it may be, and they don't want to place an order, then we could locate and search in two different ways. So if we are on the available balance screen here and we see our benefit tile, if we click on products, then it's going to take us to our product catalog. We can get here as well by clicking on the products catalog tab. Okay, so either one of those is going to work. You're going to get to the same place either way. Okay, so you can see here, this is the same type of search field that we have whenever we create phone orders, and it works in the same way. So the catalog ID is the item number. You can search by brand, product. We don't search using UPC, but you can also search by departments. You still want to uncheck the catalog check here and then search. Okay, so it works in the exact same way. So let's say that we want to search cough drops and just see, maybe Miss Georgia called in and says, well, I just want to see what you guys offer as far as it goes with the cough drops. What is an approved, items, what's approved. So I'm just going to search under products, cough drops. And here I'm going to see a list of approved products that we do carry. If I click on these, it gives me an error. So I can't show you what it looks like, but it looks the same. Remember the product details pop-up that we get when we click on a product, it is going to look the same. There is one additional thing that is added to it though. There is a buy online button that you can click on and it's going to take you to walmart.com. However, don't mess with that button. So just know it's going to look the same. Just don't touch the buy online button. Okay. We do not place orders on walmart.com. We place phone orders only through CRM. And I know that that is something that changed from last year, because I know last year for a little while they were going on walmart.com and then it ended up being put into CRM. So just remember that all of our phone orders we will place through CRM. Do not go on walmart.com or anything like that. If they want to go to walmart.com, they're going to do that independently and they can place an online order at that point. Okay. But if they're calling in to do it, then we will be placing it here in CRM. All right. So now we're getting to the point to where we are going to try to practice what we learned so far. So this is the section that nobody loves. Everybody hates this part, but it's the scenarios where we do some mock calls. The person that volunteers, I will ask for volunteers. Like I said, it's not a fan favorite here, but I will ask for volunteers. The volunteer will actually share their screen. They will act as the representative and I will act as the member, and we will just go through what we've learned of placing a phone order. And again, before I ask for any volunteers, I just want to make it clear that this is for learning purposes. Okay. So again, this isn't a test. This isn't a test your knowledge and see what you can do. This is for learning purposes. So you can actually get in there and practice. Okay. I do want to try to follow the call flow as much as possible. However, I am not QAing you. I am not a QA specialist. I'm not going to sit here and QA you. I do want you guys to get used to the call flow, of course, so we'll follow it as much as we possibly can. But our main goal for these scenarios is to learn the order process, and QA is going to be taught later on. My goal with this is to learn the order process. So if we don't follow everything to a T, we're not going to call each other out and say we didn't do this or that. We do know that you will learn QA later on. I can give feedback at the end, and I will help you throughout the call too. So if you are, or throughout this mock, if you are lost, I will help you through it. It's not a big deal. This is again for practice and learning. If I have any feedback to give you after the fact, I will, but I'm not going to critique you throughout the call or anything like that. Okay. With that said, I would like to do probably 2 scenarios, ideally. So maybe 3, but depending on how long they take, I'd like to at least do 2. So, do I have any brave souls that want to volunteer? Melissa.
Might as well just jump all in here.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay.
Hey, it's good practice.
No pressure. Yeah, like no pressure. Okay.
Oh, it's nerve-wracking.
So, what? Okay. You want me to share my screen? You said.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God. It's been a hot minute here. Share screen. Beep bop bop. Like bam boom bop. Let me know when you can see it. Maybe. Oh, share. I'm gonna hit the share button. That's
You got it.
okay. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah, and if you want to take time, I don't know if you have 2 screens, but it might be good just as whatever if you want to have like the kip up just to get used to using it.
Already did. Been there.
Okay.
Already got it. Already got it. Oh yeah.
You're 1 step ahead of me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually have you back all the way out of George's account because we're gonna start like the very
Oh
beginning.
yeah. Yeah. How do I actually? So that was actually one of my questions. How do we get back to?
Yeah. So like in a
'Cause
live,
we're gonna have to call wrap up. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. You can.
Yeah. So we're live. Let's say just do a quick call wrap up. OTC. Okay. And then general. Okay. Submit. Okay. Cool. All right.
All right. Perfect.
Bling bling. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Bling
Go
bling. Okay. Thank you for calling Health Benefits Member Support. This is Melissa. Who do I have the pleasure of helping today?
Hi, my name is Georgia.
Okay, Georgia. All right. And your last name, Georgia?
White.
Okay. And that is spelled WHITE. And can you give me your zip code, please?
Sure, that's 60007.
Okay, let's find you in our system here. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right, we have you verified. Let's see. So you. Oh, nope. Come back. Sorry, Georgia. I'm talking to myself because it's my first day, and that's how we roll over here. So, do you? Can you please? Let's see. Give me your phone number.
Sure. That is 804
Mm-hmm.
555
Okay. I see you are an active member, so that's great. And do you have the last 4 of your card? Do you have an active card yet?
Yeah, so that is 2645.
Okay. All right. Let's see here what we got. Okay, and I see you have United Healthcare, the UHC plan.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't see any script here or the banner because obviously we're in training mode. So, Georgia, how can I help you today?
Yeah, I would just like to order some items, and I don't really like going online to place my order. I'd just rather call in. It's much easier for me, so I just like to place a phone order.
No worries. We can have you helped over here in no time. Okay. So currently, right now, it looks like you have. Here. Sorry about that. Hold on here. Right now, you have $188.77 for your benefits. So let's go in the orders, and sounds like you could do some crazy shopping here. So I always love it when I don't have to spend it out of my pocket, but we'll try to see what we can do for you here. Okay. Let's see. All right. All right. Now, what can we order for you? Nope. Sorry. I need to verify your email address. I am so sorry about that.
That's okay. I actually don't want to use an email address today. I really don't even check my email. So,
Okay, no worries. Hey, that's understandable. Okay. And what was your phone number again? I'm so sorry.
yeah, that would be 555
Mhm.
555
Mhm.
5551.
All right. Okay. All right. And your current address.
Yeah, that's 1112
Mhm.
9th Avenue, Chicago,
Okay.
Illinois,
Uh,
60007.
okay. And would that be your shipping address as well?
Yes.
Okay. Meep. All right. We're gonna pretend that that address was found here.
Yeah, you can just, yeah.
We're gonna pretend here. Okay. All right. What can so do you know the catalog ID number? Do you need help finding something in the catalog, or do you know the brand or the product?
I actually do have the item number here. I saw it in my
Mm,
catalog.
I love
Um,
that. All right.
yeah, so it's 566
Mhm.
741967.
Okay. 6, 7. Let's see what we got here. Okay, looks like Hall's triple action soothing cough drops, 80 count, and product ID, and then estimated price $3.48. How many would you like of those?
I am going to, you said there are three, okay, let's do three.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do 3 here. Okay, and then anything else that you need? Sounds like you might be coming into cold and flu season.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. So this next item is 5531
Mhm.
26318.
Mhm. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so you have Equate Nighttime Cold and Flu Multi Symptoms Relief Soft Gels, 24 count, and that would be through Equate, our generic brand, and it's $8.42 per per box. How many would you like of those?
You said $8. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just do two.
Okay. Yeah, and 24 in there, so that's a good 48 there. And they probably usually obviously depend upon what the directions say. Okay.
All right.
All right, we got it in there into our cart. Anything else I can assist you with today?
Well, how much is that so far? Do you know?
Yes, let's see here. That is that would be, let's see, $36, and that is with $5.99 shipping. So 27.28. Now, is shipping free? Let me ask you this. Sorry, Georgia. I've got to put you on hold just for 1 second. Click. Is shipping free?
Yeah. So when you
Okay. So
read
why
the
would I? Yeah.
amount, read it from the
Mhm.
benefit summary. Don't pay attention to that order details up there. Read it from like the benefit summary where it says the estimated total, subtotal, and the remaining balance. So it's in the order summary, but it's not the order details. It's the benefit summary right under it. Do you see it over there?
Right over here. Yeah.
Yes, under where it says benefit summary, that breakdown
Mhm.
below it.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yes. All right. I see. Okay. Sorry. Click. Thank you, Georgia, for holding. Sorry about that. I just had a little chest congestion myself. So the estimated total here is $30.01, which means your estimated remaining balance would be $158.76.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, I think that's enough for today. I think
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. We're gonna check out then.
Yeah, but
And you can.
No. There
Yeah.
you go.
So yeah,
That's
this
it.
is the
Okay. Yeah.
time where we really can't display it.
Right. So
So
I
yeah.
would, yeah, I would provide a benefit recap, which I just did in regards to how much would be left, and then offer any kind of additional assistance, and then resolved everything, and then I would do a complete call wrap up. I would dispo sub commentary and comments.
Yep. Yeah. You would also remember the confirmation screen where you would do the
Yes,
delivery
shipping and
estimated delivery day
mhm,
and
yes,
once you
all of
if
that.
you could actually like get to that screen, you would have remembered that. That's why I'm like, I hate
Yeah,
the scenario sometimes because we have to stop halfway through. But yeah, if you want to just back
yeah.
out and call wrap up now, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, it wasn't even worth over the counter stuff, but okay.
he's saying you don't have to. He's saying that the in plain surveying, like let's say
This
the
is gonna
7 minute
take me a
meeting,
while to figure out order inquiries. Here we go. Place order. There we go.
let's call it a tenth of a nautical mile. That's
Order.
imagining distance.
Order. Okay.
Probably not even
Least
that.
order. Let's submit.
Less than that. Either way.
All
Yay,
right,
great
and then
job.
of course, thank you, Georgia, for calling.
Yeah, and then the survey and whatever, but we don't have to worry about that.
Yes. Yeah.
You did such a good job. Like you're gonna do so good at this. Yeah.
Okay.
I love how you filled the dead air, right? So there wasn't any dead air. You're able to fill that. And like there was so like reading the available balance, you kind of caught yourself and just went back and did it. And you know what's funny is you're gonna hear a call that we'll play later today. That displays like you're not like the woman is kind of like, hold on, let me look at that real quick. Let me check this real quick. She doesn't just answer it right away. And I think it's a perfect example of like you guys are assisting them and trying to go through the steps and as you go along. I think you did an amazing job. I really did. The only suggestion I have is to open the product details first so you can make sure it's available. So when you search for the items, make sure you click on it first just to make sure it's available before you provide like
Good
the
thinking.
item name and stuff.
Yep. Yep. No, you're right. Okay. Yeah.
But
Thank
you
you
did
so much for
so
that
good.
feedback.
That was such a good mock. Like it really, really was. It was way better than when I did it the first time. Okay.
Oh my God. This is
So,
a new adventure for me. So as with everybody else, right? I think with just trying something new and this economy, and I've been doing HR for about 25 years, so this is it's very interesting to be on this side of things for sure.
yeah, I think, yeah. And like I said, I think you did amazing. You really did.
Thank you
So
so
you should be
much. I
proud of
appreciate it.
yourself. And I mean, just the fact that you're willing to come on and do it takes a lot of courage. When I did train the trainer a while back and was learning all of this, I can tell you they had to call on me to get me to volunteer. Now I get it. I'm like, okay, I understand. And I was a nervous wreck. So thank you so much. You did awesome.
Yeah, no, I feel like if we're more interactive with things, as well as we're going to remember it, but then also, that's my learning style, but then also it is makes the time go quicker, right? So
Yes.
that's why,
Yes, it
yeah.
does. And not only that, like I want to have fun with it. Like if we don't have fun, then there's no point. Nobody's gonna, you're not gonna enjoy it. So
Yeah,
I'm not,
absolutely.
we'll just have fun with it. And that's what you did. So you did a great
Yep.
job.
Thank you so much. All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Do we have anybody else that wants to take a shot at it? Oh, David.
Because you're not shooting. You're not just measuring an angle. You're trying to.
All right, yeah, I'll take a shot.
You're trying to.
Awesome.
That was great. Melissa, that was great. All right, so let me
So the
Take your time because I got to get my other scenario pulled up over here.
uh-oh.
Yeah. Just 1 second. It won't take me too long.
We could always do the same one.
It won't be the exact same one, but it will be similar. Hopefully it doesn't throw you off too much. I don't think it will. We are going to use someone other than Georgia though.
Okay, so
All right, where am I at?
He's like, oh, great. Okay,
versus
you're in the right place.
All right.
elevation change.
So if you just want to start with the greeting, and then we will go from there.
Thank you for calling HPP member support. My name's David. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hi, my name is Johnny.
Like a bunch of flat horizontals going around.
It's over, Johnny.
And what you're measuring is just the elevation change.
A little Rambo for you. Sorry about that. I couldn't help myself. All right, Johnny. What's your last name?
Autumn, AUTU, and it's 2 M's as in mom, no N at the end.
You got it, Johnny. Let's see what we got here. You got a zip code?
Yeah, my zip code's 96795.
All right, Johnny. I see you got 2 accounts here. What email would you like to use today?
The johna@gmail.com.
You got it. All right, Johnny. What can I do for you today?
I actually wanted to see if I could place a phone order.
Sure. I show you have a balance of $100. And let's get you rolling on a phone order.
Sounds good.
Help me out here. What am I looking for?
I didn't know if you want. Okay, orders. Go to the orders tab.
Yeah, there you go.
I know it's so tricky when it's like
The
that.
very bottom. All right. So you got a bunch of orders here. You got a product ID there for me, Johnny? Actually, let's go. So email. You want to use the same email for the shipping information?
Yeah, my email is ja14@gmail.com.
You got it. How about a phone number?
Yeah, my phone number is 555-555-5551.
Honolulu, Hawaii. Lucky you. All right. So we're good there then, right?
Yeah. So I would say to ask you'll want to still ask them to verify their address.
Gotcha. Johnny, what's the address there in Honolulu?
Yeah, I'm on 152 Beach Road, and yep, I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Zip code?
96795.
Lucky you, Johnny. Let's get you rolling. You got a catalog ID number on the item you like to purchase.
Yeah, I'm looking for the item 405.
That's the thing is you can't, if you're making
8068.
you can't look at the finished product and say that it's the
All right.
horizontal to this degree.
You got some Hall's Cop Drops, Honey Lemon, 30 count.
So you have to look at each
Available for $8.42. How many of those would you like?
We'll just do one for the cough drops. Yeah.
You got it. What else would you like?
So this other item ID is 266 37 1429.
All right. We've got here 6-pack of Campbell's condensed chicken noodle soup. I'm guessing the price for all 6 is $6 even. Available.
Yeah.
What else can we get for you, Johnny?
All right, I'm looking for 3499
The earth is like 100 feet.
3786.
Like when they do this story poll, foresight backside, they don't do them for
The Mott's 24 count, 100% apple juice, 8 ounces each for $28 for a 24-pack. Available. What else?
That is all I need, actually.
Right. Let's take a look here. Right now,
at that range, that's enough to hide the curvature. And anything that they
you got a subtotal of about 44.33. The balance of 55.67 left. How's that sound?
That's the whole purpose of doing it.
Yeah, it sounds good to me as long as I've got some money left over.
There you go, right?
It's not
Rainy day.
It's basically not gonna create a problem.
Card info is not valid.
Yeah. We can't do it in the training environment. So we just kind of have to pretend. We go to the checkout screen, and then the checkout screen, we just check shipping information. And then in the order confirmation screen, we can't mock this. So in the order confirmation screen, we just give the delivery date and offer to provide the order number and let them know if they did provide an email that they will get an email confirmation. And in this situation, since Johnny had more than one item, we would let him know that his order could arrive in multiple packages, and then we would just wrap up. So you can just back out of here because, like I said, these scenarios are the worst because we can't complete them fully.
Gotcha. So Amazon was 3 to 5 days, not Walmart?
Well, no, it is Amazon is brand new. They just added it in. Walmart gives an actual exact date, whereas I believe it's OPC. Let me double check on this just to be sure, because like I said, it is brand new. Checkout updated. So Walmart and Amazon, well, hold on. Yeah, Walmart gives an exact date. OPC and Amazon gives 3 to 5 business days.
Gotcha. Now, did I know it was Walmart before this screen at all?
The only way you would have known that is that there's not a green banner stating OPC at the top of their profile.
All right.
And
well, Johnny,
I will say though, sorry, but
no,
one way you could also check this is that when they give you the item number, remember 7 to 9 digits is Walmart, and then OPC is 4 digits. So that's another way to kind of like mentally know if it's Walmart or OPC.
The item ID?
Yeah, the item number, because they're, yeah.
Well, Johnny, it's been a pleasure taking your order. Anything else I can do for you at this time?
No, that'll be it.
Awesome. You enjoy a nice Hawaiian day, and there will be a 1-question survey at the end. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
There you go.
You did amazing as well. For one, I really appreciate the spirit that both you and Melissa brought to the scenarios, and the willingness to hop on and do this. I thought you did really, really great. I don't think did I note anything down? Oh, I think the only thing I was gonna say is just remember, no, you did read the balance, didn't you? I think you did. Read the available balance before the order. I want to say, yeah.
What is the approximate cost and what was available? I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. And then before you start their phone order, just read the available balance they have on their available balance screen.
You got it.
But other than that, I mean, I think you did great, and it just really takes the practice, like I said.
Yep, a lot of reps. Appreciate your time.
Yeah. No, thank you. All right. So those are the 2 we're going to do for the phone order scenarios. But let me see if I got some question. Isaac, did you have a question?
No, I was just putting myself in line to go next.
Oh, well, we do have some more coming up for the store locator. So, those are a lot easier, to be honest, than the phone order. So those will be after we go through what the store locator is. So you will have time to do some more. If you want to practice on your own too, though, you are more than welcome. I would love to do more scenarios, but we've only got a limited time today, unfortunately. But I do have to say this, just so everybody knows, day 3, there are a ton of day 3 opens up with scenarios for phone orders. So you'll have plenty opportunity to do a lot of practices, because that's a lot of what it is tomorrow is scenarios, and a lot of it does revolve around the phone orders. So keep that in mind, Isaac. Ebony.
Know that the Earth is curving. Let's say the Earth's a ball. Okay, you can build these segments. Yeah, you can build these segments.
Okay, hello.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, I had a quick question. Okay, so I know that this is training, but I've done a job that's similar. Not exact, but I've done a job that's similar. So I just wanted to know really quick, like, once we're out of training and once we go into production and everything, will we be reading from a script?
No, you won't have like an exact script. There is scripting in KIP. mostly the call flow, or almost every like in the phone order, it'll say, you can say like, it'll have that scripting in that's read there, but you won't have like an exact script that you're reading throughout the entirety of the call. Does that make sense? There is
Okay.
scripting, but there's not like a entire script for that call.
Okay. So you just got to exercise good speaking and customer service skills. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
question.
All right.
And it looks like it's flush. Looks like it's perfectly flush with it.
Letitia?
For the next one, and the same thing, just all the way around the whole Earth. Each one looks like it's horizontal. And it looks
Can you
like
hear me?
following the horizontal
Yeah.
core.
Okay, so I'm just wondering, I know we have to verify each item that we add to the cart. When they finish with all of the items they want to add, do we have to go through and name everything that they have before we um submit the order, or is
You
that
know,
why we verify each one?
yeah. When you're going through and adding your items and you get to like the review order tab, you don't have to verify all of the items. If you want to do a recap, you can like give them their subtotal and then say, okay, and this is the items we have in the cart. Are we good to go? Type of thing if you want to. But you don't necessarily have to. It's not outlined in KIP that we do have to read those items again after we add them in the cart.
Okay.
Good question. You guys are such a good class. Like, you guys, yeah.
Perfectly right.
Go ahead.
But one,
Hello,
Hey.
good day. So my question is there a time frame that we're expected to complete the calls by? Are we rated by how quickly we complete the calls? I want to know if there's going to be some pressure as far as you know, completing the calls quickly as
Yeah, like an
customer
average
service
handle
reps.
time.
Right.
Yeah, I was looking, I'm gonna look in KIP because that's not part of my like training day, but when I'm looking over it all, I don't see anything. Hold on. Let me look actually at our QA document that we have to see if there's something specific laid out in there, because there might possibly be a average
Okay.
handle time, but I assume most of the time with average handle times, and I'm just talking while I go look, so it's not like
Mm-hmm.
actual evidence I have here, but most of the time it's like a average of your calls and then how long you spent on each call type of thing.
Okay.
Why is this not zooming? Okay, hold on a second. This is not working for me. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to download this. Day 5 is a lot of quality stuff, but I still would not mind looking for you and taking a look.
Okay.
All right. So opening, communicate, call handling. So it does mention like avoiding interrupting the caller. Resolution wrap up. I don't see anything about average handle time and like a metric that you're held to for that. So don't quote me on this, but I don't see anything in KIP, and I also don't see anything in our QA about it. So we will do phone training though. Once you guys get into what we would call nesting, that's when the phone training will be done. So you guys are going to go through your 5 days of training. Your last day is focused on QA. And then once you get into nesting, the phone training will come. So we'll have more information about that at that time. I haven't been provided with any specifics around that yet, but keep that locked in your brain and definitely ask again just in case it doesn't come up. But honestly, I don't see anything here that holds you within those parameters.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know every answer to every question. I'd never provide inaccurate information. So I like to research and make sure before I answer anything. So, all right. Where are we at? We got through some lovely scenarios though there. That was great to see.
segments. Oh, the air.
All right. I think we're going to do some review questions, and then we'll probably take our last break for the day. And then we'll come back and we're going to talk about the store locator. and then we'll do our end of day wrap. So we've gotten through our orders section completely. Like I said, I have a few review questions. Then we're going to talk about like in-store type things. It's a pretty quick piece of everything. And then when we get back, that's what we're going to talk about. And then we can do our end of day review and we can wrap up. So where do you go to start a phone order? What tab in CRM do you go to start a phone order?
It's not proving that the Earth is a ball, but this method, a planar surveyor doesn't make a distinction between a flat plane.
David?
Orders at the bottom.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, you got it.
There you go.
Thanks. All right. So how long does it take for a refund to appear on a member's account? Isaac?
Sorry, I unmuted, then it muted me again. 5 business days.
Yes, that's exactly right. You got it. 3 to 5 business days. And I like going with 5 because that is the max. So I think that's a safe one. Now, what 2 pieces of information are needed to track an order?
I wouldn't just establish.
Remember, a Walmart.com order. I'm going to be a little more specific here. Tiffany.
I'm so sorry. My kids just caught me off guard. The email and order number?
Yeah, they did not stump you because that is exactly right. It would be the email and the order number. You got it.
Okay.
Great job. You guys are awesome. You guys have I can tell you guys have really paid attention today. All right. So we are going to take our last break. Let's come back. So it's okay. Let's come back at 5:10. We'll do a little over. I'm sorry, that's Central Time. We're gonna come back at 6:10 Eastern. Because that's a little over 15 minutes. So 6:10 Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna put that in the chat, and you guys enjoy your break.
So earlier we were talking about the distance from the North Pole to the equator. That's one that I like very much because you don't have to use the sky for that. And it's basically a geometric proof. So yeah, so if you just compare the size from the equator to the North Pole, and then the actual size of the equator itself, the relationship between those two numbers in planar geometry is very simple. It's just 2 times pi times whatever that distance was. Will give you the equator. And obviously it's different. It's a ball. It's like 4 times that value. So whatever that value is, 4 times that is the distance around the equator. So you could just compare those 2 numbers and see what matches. Yeah, I just said just compare 2 values. One value being the distance from the North Pole to the equator, so where the center of the North Pole is to the position on the ground that the sun travels during the equinox. That line it travels during the equinox, however you want to define it. Just compare those 2 distances: the distance from the North Pole to the equator, and the equator itself. And on a flat plane, the ratio is 2 times pi times r, and the relationship on a sphere is 4 times r. So basically 6.28 times r or 4 times r is the difference between a sphere and a flat plane. All you got to do is compare those distances, and you have to answer what the Earth is. Probably not. I don't. Well, it's in the ocean. Its coordinates are 90, 90 to 0. I guess the longitude is kind of arbitrary. What was the other question? Oh, what's the photographic evidence? I'm sure somebody has a picture of it. I wouldn't know who took it or anything. I know people who've been there, people who've posted it. That's a good question. Um, well, one could argue that the only way that you could be, the only places you could be sure of are the places on land, but you know, it does travel, does make a like a subsolar point does travel a path on the ground. So there's some places in Indonesia, some parts of Australia, one island of Australia, Africa, and South America, and you could compare the, you can compare the speed it travels along all those places. That would be one way of trying to determine that. Of course, people have traveled it. I've circumnavigated east to west, not necessarily over the equator, but yeah, so it just depends on what you accept. Um, no, not necessarily. Well, there's some calculations involved, but say for instance, like I was saying earlier, like near the Congo in Africa, all the way up through like Egypt, the Sahara, and then the Mediterranean and Europe. Like people have lived here for a very long time and traveled all through here for a very long time, and so these distances, you could reject, but I would say that it'd be hard to, you know, it'd be hard. It'd be a hard thing to reject because, like I said, this is a sort of thing that would have been verified 1,000 times over. Right? Like the difference between the two models is the North Pole to the equator is about 2,200 miles difference between the two models. And um, if you go with our model, and you claim that it's 6,000 miles, then the difference around the equator is about 15,000 miles. So yeah, so you would have to decide which one of those is the case. Like, is it 2,000 miles uh, shorter north to south, or is it 15,000 miles longer around the equator? But to be honest with you, like I said, I was actually coming up with a flat Earth map that can make sense of all this stuff. It really could just be the case that the AE map is just not a good representation. Maybe there's just a better flat map. Yeah. that's smaller than a circle that's in between. It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same topic, but yeah, we I would, but before this goes on for too long, I don't want to pass it back to this. I'm just going to say that the thing that doesn't bother me about it is the fact that the speeds are consistent when they're on land. So let's say, for instance, let's say the speed that it travels across the land. So from 30 minutes, so if it's when it's right overhead, 30 minutes later, um, it'll be right overhead, and then the same amount of time and the same amount of distance, it'll be overhead again, right? This will happen the entire time it's on land, whether it was in water between there. So let's say it's 25% on land and 75% over the water. So for 6 hours, it's going the same exact speed, and we'd have to assume for the other 18 hours, it's conveniently going a different speed. But that just seems like ad hoc. Like it's just an ad hoc explanation for instead of just accepting it's probably the same speed. That's what you would assume that it's the same speed. If it was the same speed, then the distance is, you know, measured that way. But if you conclude that you cannot measure what's happening over the water, even though it's consistently going the same speed over the land, then you can't use it at all.
All right, everybody. Welcome back from break. Thank you, everybody, for raising your hand. We are going to pick up and learn about the store locator. So again, if you guys weren't able to do a scenario, don't worry, you guys will be able to do some tomorrow too. Wait and make sure everybody's back. It was Tammy, I think. Tammy, you asked me a question and I feel a little dumb. I did find the answer to your question, Tammy. I will say, I don't know what's wrong with me. So let me explain here a little bit. I'm going to share my screen. This is where we look. So this isn't an example. This is actually the recalled products and it's updated here in KIP. I think a lot of us were thinking that was an example, and until I was asked, I didn't really realize it. But this is where we would look. Does that make sense, Tammy?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I was like, really, guys? I didn't realize that. But it was an easy find, right?
Yes.
Thanks for asking. Now I know if someone else asks.
Thank you for checking for us. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. You guys can go ahead and lower your hands now, too, now that we're back. All right. So after learning about orders, we know some members have the ability to shop in store. So remember, if you ever want to check how they can, well, hold on one second. Okay. All right. Let me get back into CRM. Let me figure out exactly what's going on here. Nice. Okay, give me a second, you guys. CRM is deciding to not let me log in. So, well, I mean, I logged in, but it's not working at the moment. I did just get an error. So maybe they are updating something, it looked like. Okay. Samantha. I think you might be double muted, Samantha.
What's the login again?
It's activist 37. Here, let me pop it in chat. You guys can see if it's working for you. Give me 1 second while I figure out what's going on.
You had to keep Paz in check, man. He was freaking out. He made
Sorry about that, guys. I'm just trying to troubleshoot. Tammy, do you have something?
Yes, 37 wasn't working, so I just went in under 3.
Did it work for you?
Yes, because that's the one we used yesterday.
Man. Okay. Let me try 36. That's so weird. It must be. Oh, well, that one's locked. Okay. You said 3?
Number 3.
All right. Thank you.
You're
We'll
welcome.
try that one. All right. So if anybody else is having trouble, hold on a second. Let me just let everybody else know.
He did have an idea about stringing like sprinkles.
All right. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. All right. If anybody else is having trouble, we are going to use Activist Training 3, and it's the same password, okay? So if you guys can't get into CRM, we're going to use 3. Again, please don't lock us out. Let me know if you can't get in, okay? All right. Oh. Were you able to search in there, Tammy? Hold on. My main thing is that I'm not being able to search.
No.
Okay. Oh, that's sad. Okay. Go ahead, Tiara.
Same here. I'm not able to search. I tried to search for Georgia White. It's not. It's saying it's not found.
All right. All right, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. I'm going to try a few. I did get a notice that there needs to be an update, but in the training environment, I don't see an option to update. Faith, did you have something? Let me just clear cookies and cache. We'll go back to the basics here.
I can't get into no all of them say wrong password or
Okay,
something.
don't keep trying. Just leave it as it is for now, okay?
I just quit. I just
Okay.
tried it once. On
Yeah.
37 it didn't work. Then I tried 3, it didn't work. So I'm just like, forget it.
Yeah, I understand. Hold on a second. Well, we can't really, I'm having issues with CRM anyways. I just cleared my cookies and cache to see if this will work. When I did get back, I will say I saw something about an update, but all right, let me see. Melissa.
Okay, all right. So I'm having a server error as well. However, mine said you have to update as well. So I don't think it's your cookies, because then that means it would be mine as well.
Yeah.
So it's a server update, or a set a version update.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. So I was like, it's da da da. Let me try this.
With the staging, I'm almost wondering if we need a different link or something now. I don't. gonna try a different member just to see, although I don't think it's gonna work. I mean, I think it's worth trying. And I'm reaching out to see, yeah, it's not gonna work.
Chelsea, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I couldn't get in earlier, and actually, I had guessed 37. And I was using it, I was using it earlier, and I just tried 35, and 35 actually works. So I don't know if
Does
that's
it let you search for members?
let me see. Like, should I just put in Georgia or Georgina or whatever?
Yeah, George is fine. George White.
Georgia White. Okay. Yeah, she come. Well, no, she doesn't come up.
I'm wondering if the server is down,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean, that part of the portal. That would make sense if we can't get to that part of it.
We may have to move on without, I'm trying to alert everybody to see if maybe we can figure out what's going on, but we have to try to get through this without seeing it. Although I don't think, luckily we've got through most of the day, so. Naomi, did you have something? Oh, let me let you unmute again. Sorry.
Okay, can you hear me now?